Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, 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 yes. Hello there. We're streaming to you live, and we're not playing Yoshi's Island. We're playing Mario Kart, so let me fix that. Let me fix that. Stream manager. Hold on. Edit stream info. I always do this after I'm on because I don't know how to do it before. Mario effing shit up on Mario Kart. That's what we're calling it. And we need to search a new category. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, baby. Baby. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Here we go. Done. Can you curse in your stream title? Because I just said effing shit up. And we already got a viewer, and that's exciting. Hello, whoever you are. How you doing? Hi, how you doing? Let's get right down into it. Come on now. Come on now. Chat me up, baby. Chat it up. Let's hear it. What you got to say? We're doing 200cc Grand Prix. You know what it is. Might do battle someday. Shy Guy, Orange. I don't care about bikes. Varmint, I don't care. I don't care. I use the Streetle. I use the leaf tires and the flower glider. We got a theme going on. Can't just see. And we're going to do the special cup because I am special. And you are too. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard, viewer. I don't know who you are, and you don't have to talk to me. No pressure. But I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to keep talking until you tell me to shut up or until you leave. And I'll probably continue talking even after you leave because I'm a psychopath. And I like talking to myself. But I also like talking to you, so feel free to reach out if you please. We're on a mission. We're on a mission to go perfect on the 200cc Grand Prix, which means I got to get first in every single race. And if I don't get first in a race, I'm going to quit and start over. So, you know the game. Now that you know, we gonna get it. Does it offend you that I talk in a slight Ebonic accent when I say we gon' get it? I was a suburban boy in central Missouri. We didn't talk like that, but I listened to a lot of rap music, and I just have adopted some Ebonic flair in my way of speaking, especially when I'm speaking by myself. I don't know if that's racist. If it is, go ahead and cancel me now. If it's racist, it's not anti-black. It's pro-black. I think black people, the culture of blacks is a lot cooler and more interesting than white culture, if there's even such a thing. So, I don't know. Cancel me, sue me. What do you think? You know, if you do think that that's cultural appropriation, I don't know what to tell you. I think it's cultural celebration. And it's not like I'm making money off of it. So I don't know how it could be appropriating. And I don't know. What do you think about Kamala Harris? Speaking in an Ebonic tone when she's from Canada. Let me know. We're not going to be political today. We're not. I said this morning that I didn't want to get into politics. I'm kind of burnt out. I've been watching too much content in social media based on politics. My excuse is trying to educate myself, but it's turned into smut and just drama. I'm a drama addict, just like anybody else. And I need to stop. I need to go inward and stop consuming things from the outside. I don't even know if I won that last race. I kind of blacked out for a second. That's not about the Ebonics. I'm not black. When I said blacked out, that's not what I meant. Chill out. Fucking chill out, okay? Stop looking for something. You're a drama addict, okay? If you're looking for something to get Whitey in trouble for, chill out. Gosh. Why don't you go inward and think about why you're so upset at the world, okay? Stop being so grumpy. You're responsible for your own happiness, not the outside world, not me. It's not my fault that you're pissed off, okay? I might have said something that triggered you, but that's your own sickness in your mind. I will not apologize. I'm just being me. I'm mostly benevolent, okay? Chill the F out. Fucking find joy in your life. Stop blaming others. Take some responsibility for your own well-being, okay? You can do it too. I believe in it. You have the opportunity to find joy. 2 bombs, look at that. Back-to-back bombs, baby. It's like the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Except we're going back-to-back-to-back. Back-to-back-to-back. It's going to be the first three-peat in NFL history. I can smell it. We're better than we were last year. I'm sure of it. We got receivers this year. How about that? We got Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, still got Rashee Rice as long as he doesn't get suspended. He's probably going to get suspended eventually, but he isn't yet, so we'll see. Who's your favorite team? Do you watch football? Do you give a shit? I honestly don't give a shit about really any other sport than NFL football. So it's not that other sports aren't cool. They are. NFL is just probably the most exciting to me. It's the perfect mix of violence and competition and athletic prowess. It's just, there's nothing really quite like it, to be honest. The only thing that I think is even comparable is maybe like hockey. But the hockey season is just so fucking long, and so are the playoffs, and it's hard to follow. I like the NFL structure because it's 1 game a week. So it's kind of like more of like a holiday. It's something to look forward to. It's like watching Game of Thrones, you know. It's coming out on Sunday. And that's exciting. It's just enough to keep you wanting more, but to fuel you. And it's just like you can get together with the boys on the weekend, watch the game. Hockey, it's like there's a game every 3 days. Don't get me even started on baseball. What is the point of watching a baseball game? It's like they have 5-6 games a week. Who has time for that? And what is important about any one game? I'm not trying to watch baseball till October. I hate to be like a fair weather fan and just show up when the getting's good, but I don't have time for that. I am a Royals fan, and I have suffered through the early 2000s, the early 2010s, and was rewarded for that patience in 2015, in 2014 too. At least we went. We were 1 game away. Could have probably gone back to back, but we didn't do it against San Francisco in 2014. And I am fucking up talking about sports that don't even matter. They're trivial. It's simulated war. But gosh, is it exciting to watch people hit each other. Motherfucker, I'm gonna have to start this one over. Yep, it's over. That's it. There's no way to come back from this. And we're starting over. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you. Hey. We're doing Grand Prix. We're doing 200cc. Orange, Shy Guy, Streetle, Leaf, Flower, Special. You're special to me. You're special to me. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And thanks for tuning in. So far, we have 2 subscribers on YouTube at this point in time. It is August 7th, 2024, just to put a timestamp on it. Nobody is watching right now in the live stream on Twitch. That's the method. We live stream onto Twitch, and then we upload to YouTube later. I could be double streaming, but you have to pay for the software to do that, and I'm not planning on making any money anytime soon on these streams, so it's hard to justify spending money and investing on it. I mean, obviously I bought the Elgato capture card in order to do this, and that was like, what, $170 or something like that. But that's like a one-time purchase. I'm not a very big subscription guy. I don't like subscriptions. I edit my videos in Final Cut Pro and not Adobe Premiere for that reason. Because you just pay one time, you have the app forever. You have the software. Adobe's like, you gotta pay me every fucking month. And you basically pay in 1 year what you would pay for a lifetime of Final Cut. And it's like, it's not even a choice at that point. Plus, I started with iMovie, and that was free. And Final Cut's basically just like a professional version of iMovie. So if you edit videos and you just want to upgrade, I think Final Cut is the way to go. I think you can do more in Adobe Premiere without like additional plugins. But it's just a personal preference. I don't like that commitment. Well, actually, it is a commitment because you pay it all up front. But I don't like subscriptions. I will say, however, that, oh my freaking goodness, good thing I'm way ahead. I am planning on bumping up my internet because my max upload speed is like 4.5 megabits per second with this internet that I have. I have Verizon, and I think our plan is like, I think the download speed of our plan is like 50 megabits per second, which isn't terrible, but it's not good either. And the upload speed is horrible, 4.5 megabits. That's insane that I'm even trying to stream right now. But here we are. I'm probably going to upgrade to Google Fiber because I can get that here. It's going to be like 3 times more a month. I think I'm paying $25 a month for Verizon, which is pretty affordable. And Google Fiber's 1 gigabyte plan, which is their starting plan, is like $70 a month. But that's 1 gigabyte upload and download speed. So I can literally like 200x my upload speed, which should make these streams quite a bit better. Like way less latency, connectivity will be great. I'll be able to upload my streams, my recorded streams. I'll be able to upload those much more efficiently. All my other video uploads will be much more efficient, so I won't be as bogged down with that upload process. I'm talking about not only my streams on Leprechaun Owl on YouTube, but my art channel, which is iCough Art. I've got the link in the description of this video, I'm sure. And that's where I do like my murals, process videos. I give tips and tricks for beginner artists. Ooh, fuck me. And other stuff, just like day in the life type stuff of being an artist is on that channel, iCough Art. So I do probably a video a week on average over there, if you want to go check that out, if you like art at all, or if you just like my face. Sorry, I'm focusing here. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing Google Fiber, thinking about upgrading, which will be a little bit of an expense increase for my monthly expenses here. But I think it'll be worth it. I'm probably going to switch up my gym membership. I'm going to Genesis Health Clubs, and it's like about the same price. It's probably like $75 a month after fees for that gym. So I'm thinking of switching to Planet Fitness, giving up my dry sauna and my push sled that I love so much at Genesis. It's kind of the reason that I started going to Genesis in the first place, was for that sauna. And that's unfortunate. I'm going to miss that, but it is the summer still. So like, this would be a good time to quit, because I can always just go outside and sweat, do some sprints or something. Okay, this is the course I need to focus up on, because I absolutely royally fucked up last time. I need to drift less. Drift less. Just drive. Just turn the car. It really, other than the sauna, it really doesn't make sense to even be going to Genesis and paying that much of a membership price, because I mostly do calisthenics. Like, most of the time that I go, probably 90% of my workouts are calisthenics and not even machine work or free weight. Like, I do body weight squats and pull-ups, push-ups, dips, let-me-ups, stuff like that. Working on range of motion, which is the best for overall strength building and flexibility without risking over-tightening muscles and stuff like that. If you don't focus on range of motion, then you're just going for like reps, you tend to like over-tighten your muscles, and also just like alternating between push and pull and doing whole body workouts instead of isolated muscle groups. There's like different camps of thinking about that kind of stuff, but in general, if you're just going for maintenance like I am, it's good to do full body workouts. As far as like burning fat and building muscle at the same time, which is very hard to do, full body is like probably the best way to go about that. Can I get it? Bitch! Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One race to go, and we got this cup on lock. I love working out. I need working out. I need exercise for my body, but for my mental health. I can't express the impact that exercise has, especially rigorous exercise, just like exhausting your body. There's nothing like it for mental health. Literally, there's nothing like it. Like, I'm talking like even SSRIs. The data proves that rigorous exercise has more of a positive benefit than even SSRIs, which directly confront mental illness and depression. So, I'm not a doctor. I can't cite that for you. I won't either. I won't source. You should do your own research. I just don't have the time. It's not what I'm here for. I'm just trying to give you some ideas and expand your perception and consciousness of the world. And I'm not trying to hate on SSRIs. I will if you want me to. I'm not trying to tell people what to do and how to live their lives. And that's a really dangerous thing to do, too. I would never tell you, stop taking SSRIs. I will say that you should really trust your doctor before even thinking about doing that. It's not as casual of a thing as often as those things are prescribed. And I do think they are super risky. My sister had a really bad run-in with SSRIs. She was on them for a while. Her doctor was like not getting the dosage right, and she ended up having like an absolute mental breakdown. And I have a bad taste in my mouth of those medications because of that. It's a very personal thing. And like I said, talk to your doctor. I'm not the guy to advise whether or not you should or shouldn't be taking medication, but if you haven't been taking them and you're considering them because you're depressed, I would recommend switching up your lifestyle in other ways before pharmaceutical intervention. That's all I'll say. That's not all I'll say. I'm going to keep talking about it. Exercise first. If you're depressed and you don't exercise, I'm not trying to, victim blame you here, but like, it's worth considering other options. I'm going to lose this race. Come on, come on, come on. Bitch! Bitch! Bitch, 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 bitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We won. We won. We won. We won. Also, diet, nutrition. If you're not nourished, how is your brain supposed to function properly? And if depression really is a chemical imbalance, why wouldn't you try and attack it from an alchemical perspective and like change your diet, change your routine? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's worth it. And it's possible to be a solution before pharmaceutical intervention. I think that's like the topic that grinds my gears the most about our country is our reliance upon pharmaceutical intervention. We just quickly jump to how can I get rid of these symptoms from the outside in? How can I just take a pill and not change anything in my daily routine, in my lifestyle? And I think that's understandable. I get why people want to do that. That's the easy way. You just take a pill, right? Like, changing your lifestyle is not easy. It's very hard, but it's very worth it. If you can just not add another element into the mix and you can just take away stuff like eating bullshit food, like if you can reduce the processed foods that you eat and eat more whole foods, and that could fix your depression, why wouldn't you try that? You should try that. I do recommend that. Get some exercise, get some sunlight, prioritize your sleep. Make sleep a sacred ritual. Bedtime should be sacred, in my opinion. My stupid, dumbass artist opinion. I'm not even a health professional, but I've done a lot of research because I've suffered from insomnia, depression, probably bipolar. I'm not trying to self-diagnose, but I know people that know people. My sister's bipolar. She's been diagnosed. I'm very similar to my sister in that regard. So, I'm not trying to diagnose myself. I'm not trying to belittle other people's diagnoses. But I'm probably somewhere on the spectrum, okay, of both bipolar and maybe even autism. My sister got diagnosed with autism as well. She's on the spectrum. I probably am too. And I'm telling you right now that ketogenic diet has helped me more than anything. My symptoms have reduced exponentially by following a very low carbohydrate diet. Okay, very low processed food, if any at all. I eat mostly whole food diet. You can consider me carnivore. I don't like to identify myself with the diet that I choose. It's more like a way of eating. I just simply don't eat bullshit. I mostly eat very nutritious grass-fed beef because it's easy. It's very nutritious. I get most of my nutrients from that alone. And I feel great. I feel much better than when I was eating grains and even vegetables with all that fiber clogging me up. It's just food for thought. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But if you're suffering and looking for options, I'm here to tell you. It's worth a shot. Not only am I not suffering, I'm not having heart attacks. I feel fantastic. I look great too. I'm confident taking my shirt off. My skin is nice. Although I've been itching my forehead. I don't know why. Probably because I didn't take a shower yesterday. I'm probably grimy. I've got some oils going on. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But exercise, sleep, sleep, sleep. Get good sleep. Give yourself the time to sleep. Make sure you have time to unwind at night before you go to sleep. You know? Don't be playing on your phone right before bed. It's really hard to resist that because you just want to veg. I watch TV pretty much right up until bed. It's probably not good. But there's a hierarchy. There's a spectrum. Like, I think watching a TV show is probably better than playing on my phone and doom scrolling. Because doom scrolling is like a whole other thing of dopamine and attention span and invasion of your subconscious mind. So I put the phone down. I put it away across the room when I sleep. I turn all my notifications off. I love this track, by the way. I'm not trying to shame you or make you feel guilty if you do all these things. I'm just trying to inspire you. I'm trying to tell you that there's another way to live. And that if you're suffering in any way, whether it's depression or you have health issues, autoimmune conditions, there's ways to go about treating and remedying and relieving yourself from the negative symptoms that you're experiencing that are outside of external intervention. And I think if you're considering taking pharmaceuticals to relieve your symptoms, I think it's worth exhausting all the other options. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if you're depressed and you don't exercise, try just taking a walk every day. You know, I think ideally you would actually do some resistance training and maybe some sprints and, calisthenics or whatever. But start by walking, start small, do something tangible, take one step in the right direction. Gosh dang it, I shot that when I meant to hold it. Poop. Also, social connection. I think that's an underrated aspect of health that's essential. Go make some friends. Get out in the world. Do the things that are exciting to you. And you'll end up surrounding yourself with people that have similar interests and are like you, that are similar. You know, if you already exercise and you're lonely, maybe join a running group. You know, go to an event, go to a festival where there's people like you. If you like EDM, go to an EDM festival and try and meet up with people. Be a nice person. Be an inviting person. Be a bright and charismatic light that people can be attracted to. This is one of my favorite courses in the entire game. It's so beautiful. I'm all about taking responsibility for your life. And maybe that's toxic positivity. Maybe you think I'm a red pillar. I don't classify myself as such. You have a choice in life. And I disagree with mindsets that ignore or reject that. I don't like when people say that you are predestined to sickness or sadness, and that it's things are genetic and your situation is just befallen to you and you have no way out. I disagree with that. I think there is enough evidence of the contrary, that people have had way shittier lives and circumstances than you and have transcended them. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. That's easy for me to say because I'm very privileged. I'm a white, cisgendered male in middle America. I'll even say that although I wasn't super financially privileged in life, I had a lot of advantages. You know, my parents gave me everything I needed. And I'll even say that I wasn't rich, which is actually a privilege. I think being super rich, you know, while it might be better than being poor, obviously, because you have your needs met, but I think you might have your needs met too easily. So you're lacking in a sense of the actual value of money and time, because you've had things just given to you. I've seen it in my wealthy friends. You know, I think being middle class is more realistic and normal, and it gives me those appreciations for hard work and work ethic and understanding the value of money that I think is more beneficial and more privileged than being wealthy. Not that you can't be wealthy and have parents that like withhold things from you and don't spoil you. I think that's possible too. I just think it's parents that are wealthy tend to default to just giving their kids everything they want and need. So I think that I am the epitome of privilege in that sense. I have parents that love me. I have access, education. I'm white. I'd say the only thing I'm underprivileged in is maybe height. I'm 5'9". It's not short, but like, it's not tall either. You know? And that'd be nice. I'm kind of somewhat of a petite man. Although I do feel sexy, so I feel privileged there as well. I really have nothing to super complain about. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't suffered in life. I totally have. I think that's the problem with the privilege narrative, is like, no matter how privileged you might seem to the outside world based on like your demographic and your upbringing and your situation, like everybody suffers. There are millionaires that kill themselves. So nobody is exempt from suffering. I think it's a universal condition of being human. And I think there's utility in suffering. I think that's kind of the point. It's contrast. You can't experience joy without suffering. Am I right? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot. But don't call me an idiot and then say I'm privileged for being educated. So watch yourself. And I also think that like pushing privilege on somebody, like claiming somebody else is privileged, is kind of just like a bad attitude. It's just like making an excuse for yourself and why you don't have to try as hard. You know, it's just like the whole DEI argument. Like, I agree with the DEI premise. I just don't agree with the facilitation and, oh gosh, oh no. Yeah, I'm not even close. Somebody already crossed. Fuck me. I gotta do this whole Grand Prix over again. I just disagree with DEI in general because I believe in meritocracy. I think that the free market is the way to go, and it's the way to actually produce the best quality out of people. I think that meritocracy is what actually allows people to get out of a shitty situation. There's only so many spots to fill, and if we're just going around picking that based on demographic, I think it's limiting. Um, I mean, there is something to be said about like retribution and understanding the past and honoring and respecting and having that perspective. Like as a white person, it would be wise of me to consider my nation's past and what privileges I have, and to always be checking that. But I don't really believe in like stepping aside to allow somebody a spot that is rightfully mine in a meritocracy based on what I can offer the world just for the sake of DEI. I think that's when it gets dangerous in an absolute way. So that's just my thought. Tell me what you think in the comments. Are you butthurt? Are you sad? Does that make you upset? Tell me about it. I just think it's a bad narrative to give to people. It's like you're a victim. You're owed something by the outside world, by the government, by society, by other people. It's like that's not how fucking life works, okay? Work hard. I'm not trying to belittle people's fucking position and their suffering. I think we should acknowledge that for sure. But I don't think that we should just give handouts indefinitely. That doesn't create a sustainable system. It's temporary benefit, and it could be a nice gesture and it's compassionate, but I don't think it's truly, deeply, meaningfully compassionate, because it's robbing people of the opportunity to transcend on their own. Opportunity, that's a good fucking thing to say. I believe in equal opportunity. I believe in creating opportunity and providing access for people to transcend their bad situations. I don't believe in the government propping up people in a way that is synthetic and contrived. I think we need to just create systems that allow for people to grow and develop and build some things for themselves. And I do believe that it's the government's job to prevent corrupt industries and corporations and manipulative sources of power that prevent us from achieving and from accessing things in life, and having like monopolies and stuff like that. But doing so in the least intrusive and involved ways possible. I'm not quite a pure libertarian thinking that government is all bad. We need government. We need law enforcement. We need these protective systems to act against malactors, bad actors in the world. But we should do that in as low impact and as little involvement as we can from the government, and empower individuals to achieve and to build a meaningful life. Pursuit of happiness. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. And often government goes too far in controlling people and limiting liberties. So I'm not very into the whole woke mindset, because I think it's more limiting than it is liberty. I think it's controlling what people are saying. Censorship is not good. We have to have an open dialogue to solve problems within our own social sphere. Like, I don't like people having the ability to have hate speech and put that out in the world and negativity and hurt each other, but at the same time, like, who's going to control that? The government? The government that's lied to us for its entire existence, like, and continues to do so more and more every year? I don't trust them. They can't be the arbiters of truth. Misinformation. It's like, what? We should have the access an opportunity to do our own research and to find the information that is the most plausible and true that's out there. Not just the government regulates that shit. It's bullshit. Freedom of speech, baby. Oh no. Oh yes. Yes. 3 for 3, kiddos. 3 for 3. Here I am, itching my itchy head again. 3 for 3, baby. One more race. One more race. One more race. One more race. Dragon Driftway. Yeehaw. I need to stop being so opinionated. Jeez. Ostracizing people. Wait, is this one more race? No. Is it? Is this the last race? Maybe this is the... This has to be the last race. I've raced 3 other tracks. What do you think? What are your opinions? Did I piss you off? If I did, you probably just stopped watching. So I bet everybody watching at this point probably agrees with me for the most part. And I don't really need your affirmation, but if you want to boost my ego, you can tell me that you agree with my thoughts. I'm tired of being afraid to say my feelings. I feel like that's the biggest part about censorship and woke culture, is it discourages contradictory thought, and that's just closed-minded. It like doesn't allow for counter opinions. You know what I mean? I think we should be open to other opinions than our own. And when you censor and you try to have group think like that, it just limits our growth and progress. It's anti-progress, which is ironic because like the Democrat Party and the liberal mantra is about freedom and progress. So why is the Democratic Party attaching themselves to this woke mindset all of a sudden? Not all of a sudden, it's been happening slowly for years, but it's just like totally counterintuitive for that philosophy. Like my philosophies are kind of right in the middle. But this woke shit is making me seem... It happened again. I lost the last race. Oh my gosh. I think like a lot of people, the woke mind virus has pushed people from the left more towards the center or even towards the right. I've seen a lot of people on social media claiming they used to be Democrats and now they consider themselves to be more conservative because they've seen the negative aspects of how the left has gone too far. And they're just kind of like rejecting it. Okay, no, so that was the third race, but we have to quit. We have to quit. I'm gonna try this one more time, folks. If I get it, we got it. If we don't, I'm just gonna stop playing because it's been 43 minutes and I kind of have to max out at like an hour. So I'm gonna carry on after this. But thanks for tuning in. And we got some races to go. Potentially 4 more. The Egg Cup. Talking about woke culture. It's gone too far. Censorship. It's not the way to go. I'm not saying that you can't individually cancel people for yourself. I just don't agree with like the whole social cancellation. And I'm not even saying people shouldn't have consequences to their negative action. We should call people out when they fuck up, for sure. But I'm about forgiveness. That's a Christian value. Although I don't think I identify as Christian. Jesus is by far the coolest human ever, I think. It's probably unanimous, despite what you think. He's probably the most popular human that ever lived. Definitely the most influential, I would say. Oh my god, I sniped that Yoshi. And I think everybody could benefit from adopting Christian values, especially forgiveness. And cancel culture is just so absolute. It's like that person fucked up, we're gonna ruin their lives, and it's like that's like not compassionate. And so like especially as a party like the Democrats, especially as a party that stands for compassion, you know what I mean? Like a lot of their values are based in compassion. They'll be so quick to judge. It's like, wait a minute, judging? Isn't that a conservative, hyper Christian? Not, I shouldn't say hyper Christian because I just say forgiveness is the opposite of that, and that's a Christian value. And that's why I'm frustrated with the right historically, is they pass God's judgment themselves. And it's like that is your job for yourself to pass a judgment for your own safety and your families. You know what I mean? You have to make judgments as far as like who am I going to spend my time with? What are my convictions and values? Those are judgments. But you shouldn't be the judge of somebody else's life because that's not acceptance. That's not forgiveness. You have to judge for yourself what is right or wrong. But I don't think it's your job to carry out the justice of that judgment. We have to have some sort of justice. But I think for the most part, justice can be overrated. We can get carried away really quickly with justice and be vindictive about it. And I think that's kind of nasty. Like, most justice served is causing more harm and preventing the opportunity for growth. That's a really vague general statement. So take that as you will. Obviously things are situational. Like somebody's running amok and they seem to be not coherent and have the capacity for change. We have to make the choice to, as a society, to, prevent further harm. And that's the purpose of justice, I think. But like pain retribution, it's kind of messed up. Like the death penalty, I don't know. That's tough, man. That is tough. And I only say that the right, the conservatives, are historically guilty of that judgment because they like want to impose their specific moral values on the rest of the world. And like I do think that the world would be better off if it had Christian values. I just don't think that. I think that extent is exhausted and overreached in a lot of ways by the historic Republicans. I think Republicans have become more progressive throughout time, and Christians have had a more open mind. Obviously, there's exceptions. There's extremists still, plenty of them on that side as well. But and I think that the woke culture is kind of almost a response to that. I think that conservatives and Republicans and Christians should acknowledge their contribution to this woke mind virus. I think it's definitely a cause and effect type of thing. Especially like sexual repression. I think the sexual revolution and the stuff that you're seeing in the LGBTQ community is a direct response to the oppressive sexual narrative of conservative Catholics and Christians. So that's just food for thought. Let me know what you think about that. And, it's going to go back the other way, too. I'm seeing it all over the place. I'm seeing people's response to the woke culture and people, like I said, going from the left to the right. I'm seeing it happen. People are adopting Christianity. You have people like Russell Brand and even like Joe Rogan now. They're starting to... These are people that have historically been very liberal and are starting to move towards the right because the woke has gone too far. They've become the same thing that oppressive conservative party has been for decades. They're starting to be more controlling. They want to control the narrative. They want to censor. These are things that were historically conservative constructs and dynamics. You know, they want to control women. They want to control the sexual reproduction process. They want to control the moral fiber. And I think there are benefits to that, but they went way too far. I mean, I'm an example of that. I was probably sexually repressed for most of my childhood, and that led to myriad of symptoms of, you know, just bad relationships with women, bad relationships with pornography. Like I just had like a warped mind. I still do. I'm still suffering from that warped perspective that is stemming from a reaction and a response to the sexual repression, like the guilt and the shame around sex. And you know, I'll be the first to say that there's benefit and value to things like abstinence. And things like monogamy. I'm very monogamy minded. I think there's more benefits to that. I'm very skeptical of like polyamory. I'm not shaming people for doing it. More power to you if you can do that, but I think it's hard enough to balance one sexual relationship and intimate relationships. I'm not about to be open relationship. That's just asking for trouble. For me. I'm not trying to say that's what people should do. And I think that marriage is a sacred construct that we should value. I'm not saying we should, hey, well, who's that? Oh, you're just trying to sell me something, Emery. See ya. I think my profile is already attractive enough. But if you have suggestions that you want to give me for free, Emery, I'll listen. But I'm guessing you're a bot of some sort because I don't see any viewers in this and you're appearing in my chat. So that's probably some sort of scam. And I don't want to fall for it, but I'm also open-minded. If you're a real person, continue hitting me up. Let me know. Final race. We can do this. We can do this. So yeah, let me know what you think about that dynamic of the binary, the kind of opposites motivating the other side and whatever, and the influence and the reactive nature of our human existence. I think there's something to what I'm saying. If you think I'm lost, let me know. I'm willing to be wrong, but I think I'm onto something. More in like a philosophical, general way than anything specific. Again, I'm not saying, I think there's values of both sides. It's why I consider myself now to be kind of like an independent. I used to consider myself libertarian, but I think that's kind of like more of an anarchist mindset. I'm still probably closer to being a libertarian than I am a Democrat or Republican, but I'm probably truthfully like an independent. I'm voting for Bobby, regardless of what you say about wasting votes and whatever. I think that's a trap. I think as long as we push that narrative, it's fear-based, and we're never going to overcome it unless we start invoking hope in people like Robert Kennedy, because I think it can happen, especially if everybody all at once stops believing that narrative of the bipartisan voting process in the Electoral College. I know it works like that, but it's only worked like that because we believe it and we buy into the hype and we buy into the fear-mongering of those parties that are both benefiting from our relinquishing of control of democracy. We did it. We fucking did it. There is nothing free of cost in the world except harassments. Well, harass away. Harass me, baby. Let's see what you got. I bet I'm better, though. Don't challenge me. It's not in the budget. I'm not looking to spend any money beyond upgrading my internet and the initial buy-in cost of being able to stream in the first place with all this tech that I have. So I'm not going to pay you to make my profile look better quite yet. I mean, if I start getting a bunch of viewers and I like blow up all of a sudden, I have 5 followers though, dude. This is nowhere near a profitable business that I could only $50. I don't care. If it was 50 cents, I wouldn't do it. That's affordable. I'm sure that your value is on par with that $50. I'm not even trying to like insult you. I'm sure that you probably actually provide the value that that $50 commands, but that's just not where I'm at. It's nothing personal. I appreciate you reaching out, and maybe if you give me a follow and I have your contact, your profile, then I will reach out when I'm ready. I think I'm a pretty entertaining and charismatic person, and I think that I wouldn't be doing these streams if I didn't believe that I had a possibility of gaining a following and maybe eventually producing some income off of this channel. By increasing your followers, you can earn more money. Yeah, but I don't want to pay for them. I want followers to be organic and come to me based on the value that I provide, which is my conversation, my ravishing good looks. I'll hear you out. Give me your pitch. Sell to me right now. What's your pitch? What do you have to offer? All you've said so far is profile, make more attractive. That's really vague. And then you also said something about harassments, which is kind of seems kind of negative and threatening. But let's hear it. What do you got? I'll wait. I'll give you 4 minutes. By increasing your followers, you can earn more money. I know that. That's why I'm here. But I got to do one thing first, and that's give value and increase my followers by streaming pretty much every day for an hour. I'm opening myself up to it. I mean, if there's something glaringly obvious, I'm not asking for free advice. Obviously, you got to make money, and you're not going to tell me your secrets, but what do you have to... Logo badges, overlay? You don't like my overlay? This is custom designed. I made this myself. What's wrong with it? You don't have to tell me that. That's probably part of the value you provide. I've got my logo. I've got the chat. I've got my beautiful face up here in the corner. I've got a nice frame. It's kind of magical. It's my own artistic style. It's all hand-drawn. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. So if it's just logo badges, I can't do it. If it's just overlay, I can't do it. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably just not looking for what you have to offer. Yeah, do you have like a website or something? Do you have like something where I could check it out with no pressure? I'm not gonna sign up for anything without seeing work that you've done. Average Joe, you always saw the cool overlay and thought I will follow that guy. I like it. Nice, Average Joe. Hell yeah. Can you see the previous chat, Average Joe? Can you see Emery talking to me? Because it's ironic that you talk about my overlay and he's trying to sell me a better one. I think it's pretty cool. Send me a sample on Discord. I don't have Discord set up yet, unfortunately. So I don't know if I'm willing to follow that. Thank you, Average Joe. You're the man or woman or whatever in between. Joe, I'm assuming is a J-O-E is probably a boy's name. But I'm not trying to put you in a box. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Unfortunately, I'm about to end the stream. But I'll chat for a little bit. Damn, sick. See that, Emery? I don't need your help. You don't need to sell me anything. I don't need to spend $50 on your badge overlay. Joe thinks it's good enough. Nice talk to you, Leprechaun. Thanks for stopping by, Emery. I'm sorry to give you so much shit. I don't want to, I'm just not there yet. I don't want to invest money into it. You're following me, though. Okay, cool. That's a step forward. That's a step in the right direction. If I get tired of this overlay, I'll hit you up. But it's good enough for Joe, so it's probably good enough for me. Nice of you to stop by and to compliment me, Joe. Perfect timing. Like you kind of saved the day. You know, I mean, I can handle myself. It's not like I needed a hero, but I'll give you the credit. You're a good guy. I like that emoji too. I like that guy's face. That's a cool little emote. I don't really even know how you did it. I admit that I'm new to Twitch, so I'm just kind of learning. what's even possible, but that's the first emote that I've seen like that. So I'll give you credit for that too. You're 2 for 2, Average Joe. What a guy. I appreciate you stopping by. You made my day. You made streaming worth it for me today. It was an hour well spent. And it's all because of you, Average Joe. I do have Insta. My Insta is actually just my art page. I don't have a Leprechaun Owl Insta yet, but I'm going to make it soon. So if you want to follow my art page, you can contact me that way. And my art tag is this. It's at iCough. That's my art channel. So you can check out my art, and you can message me there. That's probably the only point of contact that I have for Leprechaun Owl at this point, but eventually I'll make an Instagram for that too. It's just a lot. It's a lot to be a content creator and make YouTube videos for 2 different channels, for Leprechaun Owl and for iCough Emery. But yeah, if you want to follow me there and give me a message, so you can send me your portfolio and I can see what you have to offer. I appreciate you reaching out. I know I was giving you shit, but it's all love here. I don't mean to make anybody feel bad. You're just trying to hustle. You're just trying to sell your product, and I appreciate that. I'm an entrepreneur myself, so no hate, no shame. Yeah. So, do you guys have any suggestions for me? Average Joe, what do you like to watch? Mario Kart? I also do Yoshi's Story. Or not Yoshi's Story, Yoshi's Island. I've been playing through that. Sometimes I do Fortnite, but that's kind of oversaturated. So I don't really stream that. I just play with my friends. Most of the times I'm just sitting here chatting. I'm just like talking about all my opinions, and I'm a Nintendo nerd. Me too, dude. I love Nintendo. It's hard to beat, to be honest. It's like there's something magical about the art design of Nintendo games. So many classics. The exclusives on Nintendo, it's bar none. I like the animation more than like realistic games. They're just more fun. They're more social. They're really colorful. I don't mean to dog on the other consoles, but I'm definitely a Nintendo man. It's the only console I own right now, the Switch. So I've got the OLED model, and I love it. I bought it last year. I stopped gaming for like 5 years, and then I got back into it last year with the Nintendo Switch, and no regrets. It was a fantastic decision. It's a great hobby. It's a good way to unwind. My work is usually manual labor, like painting murals and stuff like that, so I get to come home and game, play some Mario. Tears of the Kingdom was my first game on the Switch. Fantastic game. I have yet to find something that satisfies me as much as that one did. So if you have any suggestions, what are you playing? What Nintendo games are you playing? Any good titles? I'm considering Kirby. I'm considering Donkey Kong. The Tropical Freeze. I like Yoshi. That's why I'm playing Yoshi's Island. So I wouldn't mind playing like, what is it? The Woolly World, or what's the newest Yoshi game? I forget what it's called. Best game, Xenoblade Chronicles. Okay, I've heard of those. I've never dipped into that. What up, Ridzy? Our Dizzy? What up, our Rididdy Z? How you doing, bud? What's up? I'm just chatting. I completed some... You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to play some more. I was just going to... Rid Z. That's how you pronounce it? Okay. What up, Rid Z? Thanks for joining. I'm talking to Joe. Average Joe and me. You're talking about favorite Nintendo games. He suggested Xenoblade Chronicles. So what do you have any suggestions for me? I've just been playing through the Mario Kart Grand Prix. We're trying to do the 200cc circuit. And my goal is to get perfect score on every race. So I'm going through all the Grand Prix. So far, I've done all of the DLC courses. I managed to complete all the 200cc Grand Prix with 3 stars, which is getting first in every race, which sounds pretty straightforward, but it's apparently hard to do. Which games do you like? I mean, I like Mario games. I like Yoshi. I like RPGs. I also like platforms. So I'm really thinking about getting into some of the classics. I'm playing through Yoshi's Island right now. So Zelda, I really liked Tears of the Kingdom. That's probably top 5 games of all time for me. It was Tears of the Kingdom. I had a blast playing through that game. What about you? What do you play? What are you into? I'm thinking about what is the new Kirby game? It's not Star Allies. Although I might play that too. It's like the Forgotten Island, the Forgotten Land, Forgotten Island, something. This is one of my favorite tracks in Mario Kart. It's so simple, but I love how fast you can just fly around. It's so fast-paced and cutthroat. So I'm going to have to focus for racing. Strong? Disney? Oh, okay. I've seen that. Is it good? I haven't really heard a ton about it. You've played it, I'm guessing. You suggested it, so maybe that's a dumb question for me to ask if it's good. You wouldn't have suggested. Okay, battle is fun. I'll check it out. Is that a newer game, or has it been out for a while? Because I really only started seeing it recently, so... And I thought like it was just like a cheap remake of this. But apparently, maybe there's more to it. Okay, I'm in first. One more lap. Here we go. Can I do it? Drift City, baby. Oh! Ooh, I did it. Whew. Sorry if I just peaked my audio there. Yeah, it's the coolest. Okay, Mario plus Rabbids. So those are different. Disney Speedstrom and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Those are different games. Sorry, I read that so fast. I like to have a lot of fun with this game along with friends. Okay, so it's more of like a social game, the Disney one? Or are you talking about Mario and Rabbids? I think Mario and Rabbids is the one that I was thinking of being like a ripoff of this game, but it must not be. Because it's both Nintendo, right? So why would they make the same game? Okay, cool. All right, I'll check them out. Are they newer games? Like, are they gonna be like full price? Are they pretty? Are they more economic options by now? That's what's been holding me back. Because one time I saw a sale of the Donkey Kong, the Kirby, and the Yoshi games that I wanted for like $35 a piece, and they're new games. And I missed the purchase. I like got cold feet and just didn't buy it, and I'm regretting it. Now that they're full price again, I'm like, fuck, I can't bring myself to buy them again. Sorry for the language if there's any children in here. Not really sorry, though, because I don't want to censor myself ever. They're just words. Sorry, I got to focus up here. This cheesy land is not quite so easy. When I get to a straightaway, I'll look back at the chat. Oh, God. That's probably the bad thing about Mario Kart is it's so time sensitive that I can't interact with the chat as readily as I'd like to. The cheesy wonderland. It ain't easy being cheesy. I will say that. Oh! Almost lost it there. Oh, watch out, doggy. This is a short track though, so we'll get through it, and I'll get back to your responses. Oh, here we go. Your streaming outlay is so good, bro. Thanks, Rizzy. That's so funny. Did you hear that, Joe? Because Joe said he came for the overlay, and as Joe said that, I had already been talking with Emery, who I don't know if Emery's still in here or not, but shout out to Emery if you are. Emery was trying to sell me his services, which were to improve my looks and to get more followers from improving my overlay. And then Joe comes in and he's like, dude, your overlay's sick. And I was like, thanks. So ironic. So it's really funny. There's the emoji again. Thank you so much. It's too good. I actually designed it myself from scratch in Procreate. I don't know if you guys are artists. Nice. Okay, you have it too. This must be a thing. This is the first time I've seen that emoji. It's quite funny. I don't know if that's like a meme that's referenced that I just am missing, but I like that guy. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Nintendo could be 20 years old and stuck at full price. I mean, it's because it's so good. It's because they're classic and people will buy them. They just keep coming back, so I don't blame them. I don't blame them. That's why Nintendo is so good. They're timeless. I'm going back and playing Yoshi's Island. That's like a 30-year-old game. I had it when I was 5 years old on the SNES, and I'm going back and playing it now, and it's still good. So, thank you. Thank you for your compliment about my art. That's what I do. I'm a professional artist. I paint murals, actually. So I have murals kind of mostly in the KC area. I live in Kansas City, but all around the world, really. I have murals from Portland to Miami, and I even put a couple murals up in Ecuador last year. So where are you guys from? Never change it. Sick. That's easy enough. Makes my life easier. Where are you guys from? I mean, you don't have to tell me where you live. I guess that's kind of a creepy question, but I live in Kansas City, Missouri, right smack dab in the middle of the U.S. of A, baby. Right in the heart of America. America. Fuck yeah. From Lebanon. Sick. Watching all the way from in England. Damn. Okay, we're spread out, folks. We're spread out around the world. Is my accent funny to you guys? Do I sound like a cowboy? Lebanon. Sick. In England. I've been to England. Spent a weekend in London. And it was a good old time. Actually, fucking, it is, yeah. My art's bringing people together. You know what? That is all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for out of this world, and I didn't do it. Second place. Poop. That means I have to start over, which I guess is just more time with y'all. I look Spanish. Hablo un poquito de español. Solo poquito. Necesito practicar, pero es bueno, es suficiente. I have been to a handful of Spanish-speaking countries. Nice. So I want to tell a story about England. When I went to London, and I was in college at the time. I was studying abroad, and I was visiting Florence, Italy. Story time. I was visiting Florence, or I was stationed in Florence. And I was there because my art professor told me that if I were to study abroad, I need to go to Florence because that's like the home of the Renaissance, and I could like see all the great works, and go to all the museums and stuff and see all the classic art, right? Because it's the Renaissance, which was cool. Don't get me wrong, like the Renaissance is dope. A lot of cool art. He was right, but I just I don't know. I was kind of dragging my feet with art and not really inspired and motivated to make art. And like the museums were cool, but it wasn't like it was really tickling my fancy. So I took a weekend trip with some friends spontaneously to London. And when I got off of the subway, what's it called? The Loop? It's not called the Loop. The Metro, whatever the subway's called there, I forget. The Circle? What is it called? The Loop? Anyway, I walked off the subway, and first thing I saw when I came out was this big Faith 47 piece. She's a South African muralist, and it was this big lion, this big like prowling lion sculpture. Dang it, I'm losing all the time. I'm just gonna keep going because I'm having fun talking to you guys, and we'll just play this one again. The Underground. Okay, cool. So you studied AI. I studied art. I studied fine art, painting. Not in like an art school, like a liberal arts college in Missouri. But I studied abroad a summer in Florence, and so I saw this Faith 47 mural, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "That's cooler than anything I've seen in a museum." Like it was so impressive to see a piece of art that was like bigger than my body, and like I guess I'm from a small town, and we didn't really have murals or even much graffiti, so wasn't really exposed to street art like that, and I like kind of knew in that moment that that's what I wanted to do. So like London will always be a part of my art journey, and it was like the first spark that really made me. I mean, I've been doing art my whole life, but yeah, there's a ton of street art there. I mean, I went on a street art tour, and it was insane. I mean, like Banksy, right? Like I hate to be cliche, but like possibly one of the most renowned street artists in the world. And yeah, so like London, England, baby. That's one of my. I have like a really fond heart for that city because it just sparked a fire in me that has really ignited my whole mural career. So shouts to England, shouts to London. Cool city too. Had a dope ass time there. You have your paintings at your back by you. Yes. Okay, so let's see. That's a big painting. It's like a 4x4 painting that I did. It's kind of hard to see. And then I have this mural that I painted on my wall. I'll show you guys. I have, if you scroll up in the chat, I don't know if you can see previous chats, but me and Joe and Emery were talking about my Instagram. You can see more of my art on my Instagram or on my website. It's I cough. So like eyeball, I cough, just like that. There's an underscore in between. That's my art channel name. I can type it again in, thank you, so classy, thanks. Liverpool is a great city for art. Okay, I've never really been to the Liverpool area. I was mostly in like old London area when I was in England. But yeah, if you guys want to check out my other art, I'm not trying to like sell you or whatever, but if you're interested in looking at my art, if you're intrigued, I've got a bunch of stuff on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube. I do like mural painting process videos on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my Leprechaun Owl YouTube, it's the same way that it's spelled on here. I got my YouTube, which just has like my past streams. I just like directly upload my stream recordings to YouTube, and in my recent videos of that, I have my art channel linked. You can just follow that link. Let me see if I can show you the rest of this mural. Actually, it's really hard. This is like the webcam. Oh, share your link. Yeah, that's what makes sense. I don't know why I didn't just do that. Let's make it easy. So that's my website. I don't know if it shows up as a link, does it? Nice. Okay. And on my YouTube channel, I have my painting process for this mural. I have like a video of me painting it, time lapse. Let me look at my Instagram, and I'll share that with you too. That's my website. Here's my Instagram. Whatever you guys use. I don't know if you use like Facebook or Instagram. I love these emojis. That's so funny. Oh, it won't let me post. It won't let me copy a link. What the heck? Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to work this out for you. Yeah, like won't let me paste the link into the chat. I'm sure that's for other reasons. I mean, my my tag for Instagram looks just like this. And then my YouTube. Maybe there's a way to share a link, and I just don't know how to do it. Do you guys know anything about that? You gotta share a link. It won't let me paste it. I tried to copy paste, and it won't let me do it. Let me try and paste my YouTube link. Maybe it's just Instagram. I didn't start streaming of art. I do have an art Twitch channel, but I've never streamed before. I tried to do it, but I didn't have the tech for it. Art's a little bit more complicated because you have to have like a really good quality camera that has streaming capabilities to have the vantage point of your art, and then you also have to have like the webcam type camera set up. Video games is a lot easier because I just have the capture card. So like I just have my monitor that I'm playing my game on, and then I have my webcam. So it's like just getting that capture card allows me to do this really seamlessly. And also playing video games is just easier to like sit here and talk to you guys. As opposed to creating art, it's a little bit more of like an focused activity. Like I have to like focus on what I'm doing more. And like part of the fun part of making art is like I can just like lose myself in the process. And like I like kind of getting in the flow, if you know what I mean. Whereas video games, I can kind of just do it passively, and it doesn't really matter the outcome. Like I can just play video games and be shitty at it. Found your Instagram, it's great. Gave you a follow. Thank you very much. I appreciate the follow. You should go for art too, because I'm impressed by your art. Yeah, thank you. It's one of those things I know I probably should be doing, and like maybe I will. It's been in the back of my head. It's been one of those things like I need to just do it and get the equipment necessary, because you're right. That's my job. I mean, art is how I make a living, and that would be a worthy investment. I mean, I can even like probably get a fancy camera and write it off for taxes. You know what I mean? Something like that. So there's not a good excuse of why I haven't done it yet. I think it's just been like a priority type of thing of, oh my god, the tires! It's been like a priority thing, and it's mostly an excuse. I'm just like, there's only so much I can do in a day. You'll be watching? Okay, maybe that's all the encouragement I need, and maybe I can just count on having you there and starting off with a following on art. Because you're right. I think honestly, especially on Twitch, like there are artists that stream. I've watched them myself, but I think it's actually more of a niche and more of a narrower network, which would be to my advantage. You know what I mean? Like there's not a shortage of people playing Mario Kart here on Twitch, but yeah. And I mean, I do like doing studio work. So like I can just keep it simple and do like small projects to stream and just like draw or something like that. Keep it simple. You do art too? Okay, what do you like to do? Do you draw? Do you paint? Sculpt? What kind of stuff do you like to do? Animation? Dude, animation's hard. Animation takes a lot of time. I took an animation class in college and Deco Tree from Zelda. I've gotten that before. And it wasn't like a conscious thing, but I did play Ocarina of Time when I was a kid. And so obviously there's probably some like subconscious influence from the Deku Tree. But it wasn't like I was trying to like replicate it. There's definitely like some stylistic differences, but like shouts out to the Deku Tree. Badass character. I love it, especially in the Tears of the Kingdom. He was cool. You like climb on top of them and stuff. That was dope. You draw. Okay, you draw too. Ridzi, what you have a lot of things, emotes, banners, overlays, and many more. Oh, okay, so like you make animations for sale. Like do you make money off of that? Thank you. You guys are great. You guys are like my first friends that I've made on Twitch. I mean, I only have 7 followers, and half of those were my friends that I already have in real life. So this has been a fantastic chat. You're really making my day. I'm not trying to like smoke your sausages right now, but you're making my day. I appreciate the kind words and the support. Because a lot of times, you know, you can feel like you're creating in a vacuum. I'm sure, Ridzi, you being an artist, you know what that's like. You run a studio. Oh, shit. I'm like talking to a professional ass animator here. Hell yeah. What, so that's, are you full time? Like, I'm guessing if you run a studio, that's, like, you get quite a bit of work. Do you mostly service, like, creators like me? Because if so, you're going about it the right way and selling people much better than Emery. No offense, Emery, if you're still here. I don't think you are. Shit. He just like comes out flying like, hey, let me sell you something, and Rizzy's over here just like making relationships. But really, thank you guys for tuning in today. I've just been streaming for the past like week and a half. I think I started like last Sunday or Monday. I like got my Elgato and just started streaming and kind of doing it once a day like this. And I really haven't had high expectations, but I just like figured I'd put myself out there and give it a try. So no worries, I just like your overlays. No worries, man. I know how hard it is to get discovered on Twitch. I'm kind of the same way, Joe, to be honest. I'll go through the list of whatever game or art that I'm wanting to watch, and I'll find somebody that has like less than 100 views or just like less than 10 even. That's like the way to go. It's not only for animation, bro. You're a good artist. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you have a page or something with your art on it? Or your studio's work that I could check it out? Love to see what you got too. I won't be able to do it right now, but when I'm done streaming. We're just doing a long stream today, folks. It's all because of you guys. This is, I think, probably my longest one so far. I usually try and stick to an hour because I got to do other work like editing videos and my other projects. I got a mural that I'm designing right now that I'll eventually have to get off and get back to, but I like starting my day off with a nice stream. It kind of brightens my morning. It's like a little guilty pleasure. I get to have my coffee and play a little video game, you know. So I don't know what time it is in Lebanon and in England. I guess England is probably like nighttime. It's probably like what, 6 p.m. It's 9:19 a.m. here in the Midwest, USA. I'm pretty sure that the UK is 7 hours ahead, 6 or 7 hours ahead of US Central Standard Time. I have no idea what Lebanon is. I'm guessing it's like another hour or two ahead of that. 3:20 p.m. Okay, nice. Afternoon. A little afternoon delight, huh? Okay, yeah, share it on Instagram. Share me that profile, that portfolio. Let's see what you got, baby. I like checking out other artists' work, and actually on Instagram, that's all I follow. I only follow other artists' account. I have like friends that follow me, and I don't follow them back. It's 5:19 in Lebanon. Okay, cool. Maybe getting ready for some dinner, for some supper. What are you guys doing? Are you guys like working and just having this on kind of like in the background, or are you taking a break? Are you just chilling? Are you students? That's good. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the Discord. I haven't gotten into that realm yet. I think that'd be a really good way to kind of build community, but I just haven't branched out. Look at that, another cup down. And this was bonus today. How about this? We'll do one more cup, and then I'll probably have to call it because I do have to get to work. The benefits of being an entrepreneur and running your own business, get to make your own schedule. It's 9:20 in the morning, and I'm here playing video games with you guys. It's pretty dope. I was just playing some Mario Kart on my day off. Wanted to see who's streaming the game. Yeah. Just twitching to get entertainment. Yeah, fair enough. It's a good thing to do, you know. I think the benefit of streaming Twitch is it's a little bit more intimate and personal than other content. You know, like it's even better than YouTube, long form content, and it's definitely better than, you know, the short form content. Man, I'm so guilty of just doom scrolling on Instagram or doing the reels and the YouTube shorts and stuff like that, TikTok. That's tough. I think that's like the lowest form. I mean, I do it, but Twitch is kind of like the top end of that spectrum of like interacting on the internet and consuming content. Because like we're literally just having a conversation right now. We're like encouraging each other, inspiring each other, talking about our days. It's pretty unique. I think that that's something that will probably actually increase in popularity. I know a lot of people have talked about Twitch and how it's, you know, it might decrease in popularity with like all the other platforms gaining the live stream functionality. But I don't know. I think the demand is just going to go up so much that all of these live streaming platforms will gain more and more traction as time goes on, because of all of this short form content out there in social media and all this like AI and stuff like that, all this artificial stuff. I think the demand for live content is just going to keep increasing indefinitely. Like there's always just going to be need for people to have human connection. You know, I mean, I know it's digital connection and it's you know, it's on the internet or whatever. You're never going to replace like actual human contact, right? But this is like a pretty good happy medium. I think it's like the best we have right now, and I think it's only going to get better. So I don't know. I have a positive outlook on stuff like that. I think it's going to be a beneficial thing for humanity to be able to get on and communicate in real time with people. And I mean, I like long form content too. I'm big into YouTube. You can learn a lot there. You can kind of interact, like in the comments, and build community there too. I mean, my favorite content creators are on YouTube. So, yeah, it's more social for sure. I like it. This is new to me too. I mean, I just started streaming last week, so and like this conversation is kind of, I've had like one other conversation on here, well two, but one of them was with my friends, who I talked to anyway, and then the other one was a guy from France who called me handsome, and I was like, wow, fantastic. And then you guys are my second real conversation on here that's just connecting with random people from around the world. I mean, we're representing 3 different countries right now, so I think that's pretty unique. I think that's pretty special to me at least, and it inspires me to do it more. I might get up and start a art streaming channel like Ridzi suggested. I might just do it, and I'm definitely going to keep streaming these games because this is just fun. Like, I haven't played Mario Kart for several months and just decided to do these Grand Prix to get back into it for the streaming. And it's really fun. I like it a lot. I like chatting with you guys. You're very communicative. You're very complimentary. You're boosting my ego. Telling me my overlay is good. I don't need to spend money on it. I just draw it myself. And it literally attracted you guys to see it, and that's awesome. I think that's really cool. And it's motivational, you know, because I'm second guessing myself. I'm just most of the time streaming to nobody, and I'm like, am I doing this right? Do I have all the right things in place to gain following and attract people to my channel? And you guys are the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Dang it. 3rd place. Poop. said Spanish as you look like. That's funny that you think I look Spanish because I definitely look like German Scottish. Like I'm a ginger for sure at times. Like this mustache is red. I love to have a Twitch stream in the background, just in the background noise. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that's definitely what I use Twitch for in live streaming, just to have background noise, just to kind of have like a little bit of something to watch passively while you're multitasking and doing some other work, especially if you're just like on your computer doing something monotonous. Or like drawing. Like I like watching streams for like when I'm painting. If it's not something that I'm painting that takes a ton of attention, I can just like have my iPad behind the easel. Oh my good lord, we are off-roading, folks. Look out! Am I drunk? What's happening right now? And apparently Roy is impervious to bananas because he just ran right over mine and nothing happened to him. Conspiracy. Here we go. Yeah, I do like streaming. It's fun so far. And it kind of came spontaneously. Like I was just watching a Twitch and I'm like, you know what? I've been limiting myself to being an artist and just making YouTube videos and painting murals. And I like playing video games. All I need to do is buy a capture card and start streaming video games. And like, look, at least one of you followed my Instagram, so I gained a following for my art business while streaming video games. So like, there's that. Not that there has to be like, you know, a return, a monetary return or anything, or a business incentive to play these video games and to streaming like it's to stream Twitch streaming, because it's really just fun. Like I started it because I was having fun playing video games, and just streaming kind of maybe just like adds another layer. It gives me a little bit more purpose. Like if I can play video games and have fun doing my hobby, but then also like connect with people, it's just like another element that makes it more meaningful, I guess. But the fact that it's like bringing people to my art too is like just a bonus. It's come full circle. You're right. Banana all the way. You love those bananas. Underrated. Bananas were underrated in Mario Kart, I would say. Doing everything right. Twitch is doing it all wrong, where there's no algorithm. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of like you're just like thrown into the abyss. You know, you literally just have to scroll to find anybody, and they make it really hard to find what you're looking for, which is like kind of counterproductive. Like you'd think that they would try and capture people better to stay on their platform, but they don't do a very good job of that. You're right. I've found that it's hard to even find anything beyond what they suggest, like the top games or whatever. Like you have to like search a game. So far it hasn't really learned much about my preferences of what I'm looking for. Yeah, I wish you could like filter it out and be like only suggest small streamers that will be intimate and have conversations with you. You know what I mean? Like if you go on like Ninja, what are the odds that Ninja's actually going to talk to you and like respond to your comments? Like it's so rare. I'm not even like hating on Ninja. Like he's entertaining, right? Like he's a good gamer. It's no like shade to him, but like what's my incentive to go watch his channel if I'm going there to like communicate? You know what I mean? Like it's still good background noise, and he's got good gaming and whatever. But like the stuff that Twitch suggests to me is literally just the top streamers. Like it's the people that already have a following, and I'm like, well, that seems like a monopoly. Not that they like deserve or that they owe it to us small streamers to like grow our brand. Like it's kind of, we should take personal responsibility there. but they could be better. They could definitely be better at making it more accessible. You'd think that they would want more streamers to grow. You know what I mean? Like if you're part of a community that started from the ground up, like you guys, like I don't know, how big my stream's gonna get. I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. But like if anything happens with this and I gain a following, like you guys will always be my first audience. Like nothing will change there. No matter how many people I gain, if I gain 1 million followers, you guys will always be in the top 10. You know what I mean? The top 7. I think I have 7 followers now. You guys will forever be the OGs. And not that is like anything super special, because I'm not really a big streamer or anything, but if it happens, that's the story. And we will always remember this conversation. For me, it will be special forever. So thank you guys so much. I just love you already. And I just am so grateful. We are number 1. That's right. More respect. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys are... I'm not just smoking your salmons. I am very appreciative of your time and attention. And I wish I could entertain you. These emojis are hilarious. I wish I could entertain you all day, but I do, sadly, have to go. But I will be back probably around the same time tomorrow. Triple Chewbacca. Whoa. I'll probably be back probably the same time tomorrow. I still have yet to like solidify a schedule of when I'm gonna stream, but I mean, if this time is a time that works for you guys, that's maybe more incentive to like get on at a similar time. If I know that you guys would be more likely to watch at this time. I mean, obviously no pressure. Don't feel obligated at all if you see the notification pop up. I've been content streaming to nobody so far, and I probably will continue to do so. But I'd love to have you guys back at any time in the future. Yeah, for sure. It was fun, Joe. And I appreciate you guys making it so for me. I much prefer to stream to actual people than myself. I've just been like ranting about controversial topics and like politics the past couple days just by myself, and this has been much more fun talking about art, talking about games. I'll have to check those games out that you suggested, the Disney one and then the Rabid one. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a fantastic evening over there on the other side of the pond. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace. Namaste. Ciao. Adios. Hasta luego. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Toodaloo. Bye. Peace out. See ya. If you ever make a Discord, I will make a list of games for you. Is that what Discord is for? I'm guessing. Like chat? Cool. Yeah. Let's do it. I will look into Discord this afternoon and see if that's something that makes sense for me to do. I don't really even understand it, to be honest. It's just a chat room. Okay, that's what I thought. And I'm guessing it's just like you have more capabilities of like sharing stuff on there. Probably can actually post a link, unlike here. So, cool. I'll look into it. All right, bye. See y'all. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are the best. I hope you have a fantastic day. Adios.